Hey, give me the book.
No.
Yes. Unfortunately, come on. Unfortunately, thank you.
Aren't you just heartbroken now?
Yeah. He's like making sure there's nothing bad in it.
Yep. It's okay, Sam.
He's trying to prove a point.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
he's proving a
I'm
point.
doing what you do.
Oh, nobody
Well,
cares.
if you're doing what I do, that's fine. But print another copy of the book so I can do what you're doing at the same time.
Or I'll give you the lesson.
Or
And I can read the book.
or you can do the lesson and I can keep my book over here.
Nah, we're not going that way. Okay. So, the lesson went awesome last period. I hope it goes just as well for the rest of this period. Unfortunately, when I went to save the lesson so I could put it up on a website, it like froze.
It got corrupted.
So it went bye-bye. And unfortunately, we're going to try it again. And hopefully you guys are as on top of it as the last class, because the last class did extremely well. So what we're going to learn today, and what today is all about, is kind of going backwards of where we've been going. You see, up until now, everything we've done has been like this. You learned that y equals mx plus b. You learned that m stands for slope. You learned that b stands for the y-intercept. And then I would give you a question like this. And I'd say, what's the slope? 1 over 2, good. And I'd say, what's the y-intercept? And you would say? 7. Now we're going to go backwards today. We're going to reverse it, if you will. I'm going to give you the slope of the y-intercept, and I want you to write out the general equation. So, number 1 says, write the equation of a line whose slope is 3 and whose y-intercept is 4. So, it's as if I'm going to do this. It's y equals something x something. Now, the first something is the slope, and the second something is the? So what does it say here? What's the slope?
3 over 1.
So I put a 3 or 3 over 1. They're both good. And then I put the y-intercept here, which is what? The only thing you have to remember is you have to write plus 4, because it's a positive 4. You can't just write 4. If you just write 4, then it looks like multiplication and not the form of a
I
line.
did that.
Okay, well, that's the mistake to learn, okay? Next, write the equation of a line who is parallel to this line. So, again, y equals something x something. Here's a big word, parallel. What do you remember about parallel lines and slopes? They do have the same slope. Let's give you an example. Ready? Eric, I promise you we're better off looking this way. Lancaster, we don't need to be doing this. Now, look, let's say I have 2 different y-intercepts, but from both y-intercepts, I go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. And from here, I go up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. What do you notice about those 2 lines? Everybody? They're parallel. And in each case, the slope was up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. So the bottom line is that if the lines are parallel, the slopes will be the same. So it says here, what is the equation of a line that is parallel to this line? So if it's parallel to this line, then that means the slope is the same. What is the slope of this line? 1 over 2. So my 1 over 2 goes here. Then it says it has the same y-intercept as this line. Well, what is the y-intercept of that line? -4. So I put in a -4. So my answer is y equals 1/2 x minus 4. So we've covered now 2 different situations. We've covered the easy situation and we've covered the medium situation. The easy situation is, write the equation of a line whose slope is 3 and whose y-intercept is 4. I tell you the slope, I tell you the y-intercept, slap them into the right place, bing, bang, bam, done. Very simple. Then we say the one where we want to get a little bit trickier, and we won't quite tell you exactly what the slope is. And you have to remember, oh, parallel means the same slope, so you have to take the half and put it there. And then it says same y-intercept as this guy, so you put it there. So that's a medium difficulty guy. Now there are 2 harder type guys. And this is the first one. It's really not that bad. It does not always work. It often works, but it doesn't always work. It says, write the equation on the line that passes through 1, 3, and 3, 9. And the problem is, you're like, well, what's the slope? And then if you figure that one out, which isn't too hard, we could just use the slope formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1, x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Then you say to yourself, well, what's the y-intercept? And that's really hard. We haven't taught you any about how to do that yet. Now, there are actually two ways to do this. The way I'm about to show you is the really easy way, and when it works, it's awesome. It doesn't always work. So, we'll show you this way first, and then tomorrow, or the next day, we'll get to the way that's a little more challenging. So, it says, write the equation of line that passes through these 2 points. So first I'm gonna mark 1, 3. 1, 3. Then I'm gonna mark 3, 9. 3, 6, 9. And now, I'm gonna draw this line. Now, the technique is very simple. Step 1, plot the points. Step 2, any elementary school kid can do it, connect the dot. And now, step 3, what's M and what's P? Now, the slope is figured out. I can just count the slope. I'm going to go from here to here. So I'm going to go up how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up 6 over 2. So the slope is 6 over 2. But what's a better name for that? No, not 6.
Oh,
6 over 1 would be 6. This is 6 over 2.
3.
3. Now, I want to be clear, Eric, you're facing the wrong way. You can't do that, but turn. Knees on the desk. You can't, you could, on the test, write 6 over 2. If it was like a fill-in-the-blank question, you could write 6 over 2, and you would get full credit. The problem is if it's a multiple-choice question. I don't think they'll put 6 over 2. I think they'll just put 3. So you need to know how to simplify that, okay? Next, what's the y-intercept? And here's the beautiful thing. If you use a ruler, and you're very careful about how you draw the line, and if you don't have a ruler with you, you can always fold a piece of paper. You will notice that when you extend the line, it's going to cross the y-axis. So then you just mark the point where it crosses the y-axis. In this case, where does it cross the y-axis? Everybody?
0.
0. So I could then say it's going to be y equals 3x and leave it at that. Or if I wanted to, I could write plus 0. It's certainly not wrong. Okay? So this last technique that handles the more difficult question, and there's 2 types of difficult questions. This handles one of them, is to draw it, see where it crosses the x-axis, and what the slope is by looking at the picture. The only problem is, sometimes the line crosses in the middle. And when it crosses in the middle, then you don't know what the y-intercept is. That's the limitation of this technique. And in time, we will teach you how to handle a question like that, okay? Any questions?
No, sir.
Nice. So let's go to today's lesson. It says, write the equation of a line that passes through -3, -1, and 1, 7. So why don't you graph those 2 points, draw the line. If you need a straight edge, use the edge of your paper or something. And then, whatchamacallit, then we'll go over the equation of a line. -3, -1, 1, 7.
She's talking.
I'll get that. Yellow. Sure, thanks. All right, who wants to take the trip to the office?
I'll do it.
Highest grade on the test belongs
Not me.
to,
2, 3.
anybody with your hand up above a 90 on the test?
I didn't get my test.
You had over a 90?
We didn't say our grades.
The test, oh, that's right, I didn't grade it yet.
Last test, I got it.
I'll go. I don't mind. I understand today's lesson. 100%. Yeah, but.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. Shh, okay, come on.
10 over 2.
Shh, 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 shh. So Remember, it needs to be y equals mx plus b. No lollipop. Unbelievable. Trail mix lasts a long time.
Shiitake.
So, I want to know what's the M and what's the B. So,
I could do that.
what's the slope?
The slope is 10 over 2.
Sure, it's 10.
I count it.
Let's see.
I'll count again.
1,
1,
2,
2, 3,
3.
4.
I think you
5,
reversed
6,
your coordinates.
7,
It's -3, -1. That's over here.
I did that.
Life
Wherever
is
you-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we get 8 over 4, and what does that reduce to?
Stupid.
Now you're gonna open the door.
2.
to those.
Good.
1, 2.
So far, I have y equals 2x. Now, the next thing that we have to do, thank you. The next thing that we have to do is figure out the y-intercept. That's a little trickier. So I'm going to draw the line from here to here. Oh, 8 over 2 reduced to 2 over 1, so I'm going to do this. Oh, look at that, it helped me.
So it's 8 over 2.
Which reduces to 2 over 1.
Shiitake.
And where did I cross the y-axis? Yes, 5 it is. So it's y equals 2x plus 5.
Life is mean.
And there's my equation. Okay? Questions?
No, sir.
Preguntas?
Well, yes, sir. Whatever you want.
Okay.
-2 over
Try the next pair of numbers down.
1, 2. Houston, we have a problem.
Try the next pair of numbers down. I'm going to put these over on the side here, and you can grab one on the way out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably have that one. Yellow. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The second one doesn't work like that.
The third one doesn't work. Second one works.
Wait, yeah, I did the second.
Okay. What's the points for the second one?
I got you.
Tell me, what are they?
Y equals -2.
No, I don't want the answer. I want the points.
Oh, 2. X2.
In the question, what did they say?
0 to 5.
Oh, I'm doing 3.
And what?
I swear, life hates me right now.
Okay, 0, 5,
Oh,
3, 2. I want to read it.
No.
Why? Don't you want me to be enlightened?
Go buy one of the book.
I'll buy
Did you
one.
buy that at the book fair?
How much is
Really?
it? How much is it?
Nice.
17.
I'm not buying you.
That's a ripoff.
That is.
Do you have a Kindle? Oh, I gotta get one. They're really good.
Do you have a phone?
Okay,
Just go
Ahem.
on Wattpad. You can get.
excuse me.
I have.
Shh, can we stop? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Knowledge.
I'll bring in my iPad with all my Kindle stuff tomorrow so you can see all my books. I got like 25, 30 books. Okay.
I have 132 books.
Oh, if you go in my house, I got hundreds. You go on my Kindle. All right. Now, excuse me. Y equals mx plus b. So I got to find something x something. What's my first something?
Something. Oh, I got you, boy. I got you. Alright, hold up. It's gonna be -2 over 2 plus 5.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
Let's go. I get it right.
Now, what's the y-intercept, everybody?
5.
These two answers are the same. They are both completely right.
Yo, I actually understand.
What is 2 over 2 reduced to? 1. And what is it when you don't write a number in front? 1. Just x or, right. Now, you could put a 1 there, and that works too. Okay? Now, are there any questions on how to do this one?
No, I understand.
Good. Now we go to a very
Just
challenging
got
one.
hit that.
What are the 2 coordinates this time?
Ooh, I got you.
And 5, 9?
My list is so bad.
2, 1, and then 5. Now, here's the thing. If I count the spaces, I'm going to go up 2, 4, 6, 8 over 3. So my slope is 8 over 3. So let me do it this way again. Let me go down 8, 2, 4, 6, 8 over 3. And the minute I do that, it's a little sloppy, but you're not going to pass through a perfect point. Sit down. You're not going to pass through a perfect point. And this is the reason why, Dennis, this is the reason why we need that other technique. So we could go so far as to say it's y equals 8/3 x, but I can't fill in the last box. Because I don't know if this is -6 1/2, -6 1/3, -6 2/3, -6 3/4. I don't know. And I'm not going to be able to know with this technique. I need another technique to help me out on that. And we will get to that tomorrow or the next day. Now, the next one says the following. Write the equation of a line that has a y-intercept of -2 and is parallel to y equals 2x plus 9. Do it. Maddie, in the game, come on. It's after the graph, right at the bottom of your page there. 4. Boys, come on, let's go. Let's not worry about any of what you got on the sheet there. You're looking at your book. Oh, you were.
Here, imagine this. What if we took your laptop?
Imagine you were.
I did. I think I got it wrong.
Okay, so it says, write the equation of a line who has a y-intercept of -2 and is parallel to y equals 2x plus 9. As soon as it tells me write the equation of a line, I start thinking, y equals box x box. Everybody say that, ready? Y equals box x box. One more time, y equals box x box. Well, that's what I was just gonna go to. This should go really big with you guys because you all like what?
PS4.
The Xbox.
No, I don't.
You're looking at me like I'm an idiot.
Do you have an Xbox? You like totally
No.
at me.
No, Xbox One.
Jimmy does. Jimmy has an Xbox.
Really?
Yeah.
GTA 5.
Yeah.
Kill the fat chicks.
Hey!
That's GTA. That's, I'm
Stop.
saying
Stop.
Hey, it's a mission.
Excuse me.
Yo, feel the shame.
Quiet.
Always a consequence. Now, very short. The reason I don't have an Xbox or a PS4 or any of those other things is because if I pick up a game, I play to win, and I will not put it down until I
GTA's
win.
no winner.
Me too.
So,
Because it
I won't
runs
do
my
that.
brain. Me too. See, I was thinking to the gun.
Hold it. So since you all know what X box is, you should be able to remember y equals box X box.
Box, X box.
Now, the first box is for the slope, and the second box is for the... So, what is the slope of this line? Just 2. It's not X. Slope is just the number in front of the X. It's not the X. Everybody say that with me. Slope is never an X. Never say it. Good. Okay. Next up. It has the same. It has a y-intercept of what? So there's my answer. Y equals 2x minus 2. Now remember I said there were 4 types of equations? And I said there was a really easy kind, and we did that. Then I said there was a medium kind, and we did that. That was just like, that one there was like a slightly harder kind because it used the word parallel in there. Well, this is the other really hard one. The easier one also, the harder one would be when you have to graph it, but the hardest type is when it would go through a point. We're not getting to that today, but here's the 4th type out of 5. And it says it's parallel to y equals x, but then it says it has the same y-intercept as what? Lancaster, look this way. Same y-intercept as what? 2y minus 8x equals 10. What's the problem? Doesn't say y equals. So before you can answer what the y-intercept is, you have to remember to go back and make it say y equals, which is something that we're just starting to become comfortable with. Now, what's the y-intercept of that line? I just want the y-intercept. Positive 5.
Never mind, you don't.
Because 10 divided by 2 is what? 5. So, y equals box x box. What's the slope?
802.
No, the slope. No, it says write the equation line that's parallel to this one. So what's the slope of that one? The slope is never an x. We just said that. 1. And has the same y-intercept as? 5, so it's plus 5. Hasta la vista, vaya con Dios, toodaloo, ta-ta. I'm gonna give you, I don't want to lose your page on you.
I just realized you're recording. I meant to say like a mission or something.
You wanna go to the library?
My mister.
For what?
Liquid.
See ya.
Go to the library.
When? Right now? Yeah. Let's take a bus. Okay. Can we just acknowledge how cute Brian is?
I have to go to the book.
I can't call Anthony adorable. He doesn't like it.
I hate it. Because I'm hot, not adorable.
Let them wait. Now, those 2 books are unbelievable. This is the 3rd or 4th best-selling book of all time. Do you know what number 1 is?
No.
The Bible. You want to know what number 2 is?
Sure.
Geometry book.
Oh my.
The 3rd one, I don't remember if it's not this one, but this is 3rd or 4th. It's an unbelievable book. It's about what happens after you die. It's really good. It's imaginary world, totally fiction. You know, he did like the Narnia Tales. It'll be like that, except with adults. And then Perry Landry is one of my all-time favorite books too. Extremely, extremely good. Extremely good. And it's part of a trilogy, 3 books written in a row. This is the first one, Out of the Silent Planet. I give it a B+ to an A-. I give this an A++, and I give this one like a B- to a B. So that's a series of books.
Thank you.
And you're deep enough to get it. You're welcome. See you later. No more reading in class. Well, if you're done with your quiz, I don't care. But once it's time to work, no matter how addicting and powerful that book is.
Wow.
I had that problem last year in every single class.
Yes, John, and we still have that in it.
No, I don't. I never read in class. I write my book.
You write your book.
Yes.
And your book is titled?
I haven't decided in the first title yet. I have a bunch of like choices.
What's the plot of your book?
What's it called? Time is wait till it gets here because they were asking me about it, or else I'm gonna start reading it now.
When is the book set?
I'm hoping 20.
Set! Set, that means the setting in the book. Is it
Oh,
the
it's
1800s,
fictional,
present day?
fictional.
But when?
You don't know. It's totally different planet world type thing.
Oh, okay, so out of the earth kind of thing?
Well, the planet is like Earth. The planet is
Extraterrestrial
like
life.
Earth. It doesn't say like what planet it is or where it is.
Extraterrestrial life is confirmed.
There's humans on it and elves. Okay. It's not some like